Good morning, my name is Katrina. I'm here to help, and today I want to talk about sleep. I sleep very differently each night, some nights less, very much less, and some nights more. So at night, I wake up around 2 o'clock each night and wonder why I'm not asleep. And have to go to the toilet and take a walk around the apartment and work around the apartment and looking at the pretty lights outside. We have beautiful green trees and stuff around the apartment building, and we have also lights, so it looks like Lothlorien from Lord of the Rings, in my opinion. Actually did watch professor in philosophy talking about how you can choose where you are and you can choose your own Lothlorien, so I do that. Yes, I dream nightmares and I wake up confused and unsettled, and I try then to do as Mills Robbins instructs us to put our hands here on the vagus nerve and tell ourselves that we are okay, we are safe, and we are loved. So I try to do that in the middle of the night, try to hold on to my calm and not get confused. I try to keep steady hours. I usually fall asleep around 8 to 10-ish and wake up around 6 in the morning, no matter if it's a weekday or it's a weekend, so it doesn't matter. Sometimes I get up, I eat my breakfast, my special brew, and then I try to put some guarana in, but I'm very restricted with it because it's caffeine messes with your mind, so I try to take it as plainly as possible. So then I fall asleep again, and last Sunday I fell asleep around 10 and I woke up around 2 and I was so exhausted I couldn't get up in the middle of this sleep marathon. So that's how that goes. I'm so tired, I feel like I'm drunk or sick and sit and try to get up from the bed, but I can't, so it's better just to let the sleep reclaim its hours. I read some about sleep, and that's why I started to relax more about it. It evens itself out. That's the sum of the knowledge I retained. So I try to eat correctly. It could be oatmeal in the evening with hazelnuts. So I maintain a steady bowel system movement stuff. So that's very important, that you like Nick the Buddhist monk is saying that your body is not supposed to try to handle food during the sleeping hours, because then you're supposed to sleep. So I try to do my best in that, as long as I have a 8 to 4 half-past-4 job. I need to have a meal directly after work so I don't get too hungry during the night. So today we're having hamburgers, and then there will be no oatmeal because I get so stuffed with that. And a quick walk outside. We live by the beach here, so we have a plan that we could take a walk each night. So that's very good, I think, to see the environment and see the big open blue surfaces. That's very important for the mind, to see green acres, blue water, and snow. Snow takes some time before it arrives here. Still, this is what I try to do to keep sane in this crazy world. And after I eat my oatmeal, most days, I take some capsules of magnesium and black spices in the capsule, so it's really a good night capsule I use to relax the tension in the body with the magnesium and some other good stuff. I read it all on the webpage and then I forgot. But still, I try to do that, and I have my last jar now, so I will see how long that will sustain me during this time of double rents, and I have to do some service at my shop for the car. I think it's not my shop. I pay the good workers too, but I have chosen a shop that do it for me. So but even though I have a good evening, I eat my oatmeal, I eat my hazelnuts, I have a cup of chamomile tea. I have gotten tip from the ladies in the sauna about lavender, but I haven't gotten to that yet. I try to be to hold on to my money right now, very economical. So I wake up in the middle of the night feeling abandoned and scared, and then I put my hands on the vagus nerve, and I try to activate it so I can feel calm and go back to sleep. Tonight it was very hard, and as my good man that I live with told me some days ago that he had watched some of my videos, or half one, or whichever, and then he reminded me what I do when I can't sleep, and then I crawl up to him and I hold on to him, and then you can get a hug, and then you can fall asleep again, which I did tonight. So that was very good, and it feels like getting invited back to sleep. So if you have that opportunity in your life, I recommend you to use it. We all need to have love in our lives and try to make each other feel safe. So that's how I do it. Usually that helps. Tonight it did, and it helps a short while, and then I can relax and stretch out my full body, my whole length, and lie on my back and fall back into sleep. It's okay. It's not great. It's working sometimes. Today I'm a bit more awake than other days. But in the morning when I feel bad, I try to get up, even though my body needs more sleep, because if I stay in bed, there will be more nightmares, and that's not very nice. So I make my hot cocoa, which I use 1 egg, yes, 1 egg, and 2 spoons of cacao, and cinnamon, and if you like caffeine, I use guarana later in the day. You're not supposed to use caffeine in the first hour, but sometimes I do when I'm getting to work, so I try to use all the tips I can gather. The most important thing is that the cacao is spiking your feel-good hormones, and to not stay in negative emotions. So I usually, if it's a weekend, I can put out some cartoons or some animated movie. Usually I try to watch some Harley Quinn. but HBO hasn't released a new season yet, so that's that. So take care of yourself, try to sleep, share your tips. I would really like to have something more to add to my oatmeal with hazelnuts, chamomile tea, lavender, which I haven't tried yet, lavender tea, and also have a good rhythm, get out of the bedroom when you're done, make the bed and leave, like the good Buddhist monk Nick says, and try to have a walk, and so get some air before you go to bed. So that's what I do, and keep a window open and a good night vitamins with magnesium. So yes, and I do use silk pillows as a last tip. That's for my skin and my hair, because I have a broken hair back in my neck, and the cotton actually or other materials kind of grinds it and rips it out of your scalp. So silk pillowcases, they weren't that expensive if you count in the detergent that you're not using, because they tend to clean themselves, the silk fabric, my silk cottons. My silk pillows, yes. So that was my list of stuff I do when I'm tired, and try to plan it all so it works, so I can have a good night's sleep. So that's it, from tired person to other tired persons who needs to have some tips to make their sleep work better. Have a good day. Bye.